Hi everyone, I'm Ash.
And I'm Joe, and welcome. And we just realized we have no idea what we're talking about. So let's
Nothing
dive
new
right
there,
in.
mate. Nothing new there.
Um,
As it says, just two morons having a chat, so we don't actually know what we're talking about. Don't worry about it.
let's continue where we left off the last video. And we asked at some stocks astrology. Unfortunately, I forgot to save the thing that we worked on. So the lines that you drew is gone.
Oh no. Oh, we
But
can redraw them. I know exactly where we put them. So, and I think we're still in my prediction.
yeah,
I do think so. Yes, we didn't go down to the 40 as I thought, but I did say we had the support at 60. So there's a chance we will stay there. And if we
yeah, we
do,
will.
we'll trade within that box. And I can almost, I'm not sure about this. I shouldn't say it, but I'm pretty certain we're still in that box.
All right, give me one sec to share screen, and then we look at that.
Go on in. Make my day. Show me how wrong I was. I like being wrong. At least I learned something then.
Okay, there we go. So, I'm going to bring it down to 5 days because it was Friday when we recorded that video, and stock market opened here, as you can see. It's roughly when we recorded. We were at 262, and you said we shouldn't be going below 260, and yet here we did.
We did.
256, 254, 255, and then we shot up to 272, which just proves that stocks astrology doesn't work.
Put my lines back. 3 months view, put the lines back and we'll see. Because we can't see without the lines.
Okay, where was your lines?
Flipping hell. Um,
Exactly, exactly.
I think it's there where you are now, yes. And that's where we were on the Friday. It's a little bit lower, somewhere around that is where we were. Okay, zoom out a bit. Yeah, leave it there, that's fine.
And the top one from there.
Yeah, top one was from somewhere around there, I think. And then we had a cross. Okay, so we did completely break the formation.
Yeah, so we're way past that.
Broke the formation, went down to what was the low we went down to?
254.
Okay.
I have to zoom in a lot more to get a better view on it.
Yeah, zoom out.
So
Okay.
now we have to adjust this line down to there, don't we?
No, I don't know. I don't like adjusting lines like that. Put new lines in.
Well, if we put the line to where we were when we recorded, which was Thursday, Friday, at 1300 day, that's where we were,
Okay, so put it back there.
around there somewhere.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're not as wrong. That actually looks better. Is that where we recorded? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we recorded Friday at 1300 and
Okay,
just
so
then the
that's where we
market
put the
opened.
line.
Yeah.
Right. So we are still trading within that. So we did break the support, but we came back through it.
Mm. Even with
And
that
we
line there.
and we are then still trading in the line I said we were.
Yeah, we are back up above it, but we went well below it.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that well below it, mate. That's one person selling a little bit of shares.
Mm. But look at this little bit of news. GM puts profits ahead of growth, contradicting Tesla. Tesla puts growth ahead of profits,
GM goes bankrupt by 2030.
if not sooner.
It's not
Yeah,
a good idea. Well, the only reason they would do that is because they're out of money.
exactly. All right, let's go out here.
So I'm happy with that. I think we are still in the range where I said we were going to be.
How do I save this with the bars? There? That's saved now? Yes.
I don't know. I've not actually played around with this program yet. I still need to. But I'm still happy with the range where we are.
Okay, so the real news that's happened since we last recorded is it's not Twitter anymore, it's now X.
Has it changed?
The apps and stuff still is Twitter, but Twitter has officially been renamed X. What
Go on, Elon.
have you not been keeping up with it? It all happened
Um,
like I
it,
think
mate, yeah, these last couple of days has been manic. Over the weekend, I've not had time for anything.
mhm.
And yeah, the last 2 days have just been crazy. So, no, I haven't actually kept up with it. When did this news come out?
I think it was Saturday.
Wow.
It
Okay.
happened real quick. Yeah, Elon posted like, give me some logo design ideas, and like a couple hours they chose the logo from people that posted a couple different versions of X's.
Okay, well that's good to know. It feels like I've been living under a rock for the last
Have you
week.
not seen Elon's Facebook page? Ach,
I,
not
I've
Facebook. Listen to me,
I've
Facebook.
I've actually not been on Twitter since Thursday, mate. Not even like loaded it or anything. I don't know. I'm well disconnected at the moment. Feels like it.
Like
But
even
that
I
is
was.
very, very good news. Where's Twitter?
No, I'm gonna share this.
Uh, X.
Yeah.
So it goes X before it goes anything.
Yes.
So yes, they have changed it to X. Lovely. Well, now he just needs to integrate Doge, and then we will be looking pretty.
All right.
Yes.
So now it's that logo. That's X. And if we go search for Elon,
Is he still Techno King?
he's got his logo changed to that.
Nice.
Look at that logo. Twitter is now X. And he even posted something. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Yeah, there it is. On the 24th, which was yesterday, they
Yesterday, yeah.
displayed that as a projector on the headquarters, on the Twitter headquarters. So, yeah.
Very nice. I was waiting for it to happen. Didn't expect it to happen this quickly. Well, it's not really been quick, has it? It's been a while coming
Yeah.
now.
So now we got SpaceX, Model X, X, and X.ai, and everything's gonna 10x at least.
We like the X's, apart from my actual X.
Oh man. Okay, there we go.
No, that's good news.
So
Now he
yeah.
just needs to integrate Doge, and then I'll be a very happy little boy.
Oh man, that's
I
just
think he will. What's your feelings on that? Do you think he'll integrate Doge?
I don't know. I've got different opinions about crypto than what you do. Yes, I can see the potential, but I can't quantify it. That's my problem with crypto is I can't map it out like I can with Tesla. That's why I like Tesla because they actually produce physical stuff that I can quantify and map out and I can see the potential.
You
I
can
can
quant.
see the potential in crypto, but I can't quantify it. And therefore I don't put a lot of money in it.
I can't say that I've put a lot of money into it. I put a little bit in every month, but not nearly as much as I put into everything else. If you take it on comparison.
If we, for instance, say to the medicinal stocks that you've linked me,
Hmm.
they've not been doing well.
They won't be doing well at this moment in time. They shouldn't be doing well.
Crypto's been doing better than them.
Well, of course, yes. But that's a bit of a different thing. We're waiting on a signature. Once the signature happens, it'll be a different story.
Yeah, how
But
long's that been coming?
he's not going to do it for the next 2 to 3 months, I would say. At least you're looking at end of August, September, October, somewhere around there, because that's when they start the candidates or whatever the flipping hell it's called for the new president.
Oh, that nonsense. Yeah.
Yes. And that's where it came in last year. It came in with the fact that he was going to do something. And to be fair, they've done bits and pieces in the background, not as much as they said they were going to do.
They never do
But
what they say they're gonna do.
no, obviously not. But obviously, it's now coming down to election times again, and they're going to have the bits and pieces to do and go around the country spending a lot of money for no reason whatsoever, just to get people to like them, and nobody likes them. So, unfortunately, it's a waste of time. But, anyways, so yeah, I can see them changing something when it comes to election time to obviously get re-elected. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out. It
If,
has to happen. It's inevitable.
yeah.
It's just when that's the problem. And until that point, yes, those stocks won't do well because they don't have access to banking like any other company would normally. They can't write off overheads. There's a lot of things that these companies cannot do because it's a federally illegal thing. That's the only reason why they are as down as they are. The UK has made some moves over the last couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's medicinally legal, now
Why haven't the stocks gone up?
because it's waiting on the states.
Bastards.
Of course, yes. Everything always waits on the states, dude. even though we all know the States is going, the currency isn't what it used to be. For now, they still make
Yeah.
the rules. And until they go, yeah, okay, fine, it's now a federally legal thing. It's going to stay under the radar. I didn't even know this happened in the UK.
Yeah, because it stays under the radar.
Exactly. And then I was talking to a couple of people, and yeah, you can literally go into one of a few websites, tell them whatever your symptoms are, and you can get actually, no, it's not a prescription. You can't get a prescription, but you can get a subscription.
Okay.
hmm And with your subscription, you can legally buy what you want to buy. I don't want to go into the ins and outs too much. But yeah, it's doable. I mean, if you've got back pain, anything like that, anything that you struggle with, get it like that. It's not a problem.
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
I'd rather that than take chemicals that come from some pharmaceutical company that you've got no idea what's in there.
No, I completely agree with you there. My body doesn't agree with it.
Your body doesn't like THC.
Probably.
CBD is what we are talking about, yeah,
Yeah,
because that's the medicinal part,
yeah,
is the CBD.
yeah. It is the THC probably that messes with me.
Yeah, of course, but there's loads of different things you can do as well. You've probably smoked stuff that's too strong.
No, no. I've tried a few different things and they all make me feel sick in the stomach.
That's very strange.
I know.
No, but that'll be the THC. That won't be the CBD.
Yeah,
But that could also be because of your IBS.
could be, I suppose.
I forgot to ask you. How's the AG1 stuff treating you?
Well, considering I don't drink it as much as I should be, like I tend to skip weekends and I tend to skip days where I do like where I need it the most is where I tend to skip it. Like
Well, that's
yesterday,
just silly.
yesterday I did a double shift and I didn't take it at all. Just being too busy. Just basically slept 5 hours, got out the door, did go into the shift, got back home, had an hour nap, straight back out the door, went to 10 hour shift.
That should be the first thing you do when you wake up, mate. Have a shower, do your AG1, drink it, and off you go.
Yeah, I didn't even
Thought
have a
to.
coffee until halfway through the 10 hour shift.
Mm. Yeah, I know. First thing I do in the morning is turn the kettle on.
I got up and I went. Just been busy.
That's
So
fair
yeah,
enough.
as I say, if I take it full time, it probably would have been better, but I don't, and it's just like it is. It's a bit powdery. It like you can
But
taste some of the granules sometimes, and it's just like that. I don't enjoy that at all.
if it's good for you, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to enjoy it.
No, the taste is lovely. Like really, taste is nice. But as I say, I don't. When I was on it full time, I didn't see the energy benefits because I'm always doing nights and stuff, and it's like always in a state of sleep deprivation, basically.
Yes.
So on IBS, it definitely helps, and even now, it still helps. Even if I don't take it every day, it still helps. But
Okay, no, that's good. I've got a few friends that are on it, and I'm just finding out from everybody basically what their feelings are. And to be honest, I've not had one person go, "Nah, it's rubbish. I'm not going to use it."
because I don't take it full time, I tend to alternate my subscriptions. Like I delay them. Every other one I basically delay. I basically take 50% of what I should be taking over the course
Okay.
of a month. It's still there, it's still a major vitamin boost, especially considering my diet is absolutely rubbish. So
Yeah.
it helps with that.
Okay. No, that's
Yeah.
that's fair enough. I just thought I'd ask. It's not something we've discussed for a little while now.
No,
So
no. There's a topic I would like to discuss. Don't know if we do it today or in a dedicated video.
what's that about?
Used solar panels.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Not a clue. Probably not.
I've done
Depends on
some.
how old they are, because
Okay,
obviously technology is going fairly quick. So if
let me share a
stuff is 4 years
screen.
old, it's going to be rubbish.
It may not be. Okay, here we go. So with the used ones, so these are ex solar farms, so they're usually somewhere like about 5 to 8 years old. £80 for 275 watt panel, whereas a new panel, 410 watts, is £118. 405
So
watts, £114. 430 watts, £132.
see, I'd then rather just go for the £114 one. It's double the power.
That's the way I think as well. I mean, I think you're gonna have to calculate it based on. cost per watt and watts per square meter, because panels are different sizes.
Yes.
So all the panels may be smaller than the newer panels.
I doubt that. I think the newer ones will be smaller than the older ones. That's just technology, mate. Nothing gets bigger, everything gets smaller.
So I don't know how do you then figure out, do the math to work out which one's the better one. But just by comparing those two, the watt hour per square meter, the newer ones work out much better. And with the cost per watt hour, the older ones work out cheaper. But the difference between the two makes it lean towards the newer panels. You can put more power on in the same area, and the cost difference is not that much.
But that just makes sense, dude. The new stuff will be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately this is still kind of a new tech. So
It's just now
every
you
six
know
months,
that video where they talked about they made a trailer and they used solar panels, but
yep.
they were talking about $50 per panel. So that's like £40. That's half the price of what I see here. So, maybe they can get solar panels for cheaper than what we can get here.
Possibly stateside, it might have been a lot smaller panel.
Maybe, who knows? But, at 275 watts, I mean, these are 405 watts, but they damaged. Frames is scuffed. So, are they still functioning? Are they going to break soon? Are they going to deteriorate? Who knows? I don't know enough about the solar panels to know that.
I don't tend to buy anything electric or tech secondhand.
I made that mistake once and I said never again. But since then, I've bought a lot of second-hand mobile phones and stuff, like refurbished mobile phones. I do it all the time. It's the value for money is a hell of a lot better there.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there. Then I think mobile phones is a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, I mean you're talking a heck of a lot cheaper than buying £1,000 worth of a solar kit.
Yes.
The
Or
problem,
over £1,000 for the new Samsung. Not doing
yeah.
it. Sorry. I don't give a crap how good it is. I'm not paying £1,000 for a phone.
No. So the problem is with the old solar panels. To me, it doesn't seem like a value proposition here in the UK. It might be in other countries, but over here it doesn't seem like it. Oop, lost your video. Technical glitch with Ashley. Camera's not working. But yeah, as I was saying, if you want to sell used panels and they end up costing pretty much the same as new ones, you're going to struggle to shift them unless people haven't done their calculations. And if you are limited for space, then you're absolutely going to go for the higher output panels, aren't you?
Yes, I would say so.
There we go, I can see you.
Sorry about that, guys
That's fine.
and girls.
So, if you have loads of space, like let's say you are out in the fields and stuff and you got loads of space, then yeah, you could consider getting the other ones. And if you end up putting a lot in, you could save a bit of money. You could save like 20% over a new system. But 20% for something that's already 5 to 8 years old on a 25-year warranty, you're losing a lot of your percentage. If you're
Yeah,
gonna if you're gonna be
for
putting
me, I
such a
wouldn't
big
say it's
system
worth it.
in, then no. And then you have to look at the inverters. That is the thing you probably don't want to buy used, and they are not cheap.
No. You know, your inverters and your storage, that's the real money. The panels, not so
But
much.
it's the inverters is probably the biggest thing because you can buy used batteries. As long as you buy old car batteries, then yeah, you can get them nice and cheap. But yeah, your inverters is
Yeah,
pricey.
that's a bit of a different story.
I saw a video the other day of these people is busy creating a three-phase system out of solar. In other words, they got
You
three
know.
of these giant inverters. I think these inverters are like they stupid amounts of money. I'm gonna try and search them.
So like 6 kilowatt hybrid inverter, £1,500. Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna share here. Here you can see the Vitron Phoenix inverter, 1,600 for one. And these people were installing three of them, each of them putting out one phase
Okay.
to create three phase power. And they installed a massive solar array to run this, along with batteries and everything.
Quite interesting.
But that is a pricey inverter, let's put it this way.
Again, if it's going to last 10 to 12 years, 1600 divided by 12 equals, it's 130 quid a year, bro. It's not a lot of money.
Yeah, I suppose, but it's a massive upfront cost for something this big. You probably don't need one this big if you're running your house.
No, you can go smaller,
Yeah.
but even if you did, you'll make that money back in a couple of, with the prices now, a couple of months, you'll make that money back.
So you'd need a solar charge controller and inverter plus battery chargers. Like, what? I'm not sure exactly everything you need. There seems to be all in one unit: inverter, charger, and MPPT. Anyway, this is boring for people to watch. So
Yeah,
we discussed Twitter becoming X. We discussed Tesla's price target. We discussed green medicine. What else?
went a little bit into crypto, but nothing major.
Uh,
I think
Anything
that's
else?
pretty much it. No, I
Yeah.
think that was it, to be honest. I don't think today was a long one.
So I'll be going on holiday next week.
Okay. Yeah, next week is stupidly busy again.
Maybe we can pre-record some stuff and post them next week.
I'm good with that.
And yeah, hopefully I get some better weather for my holiday. Suck to go camping in this weather.
Where are you going?
Wales.
Ouch.
Why ouch?
Wales is at the best of times.
No, I've had really great holidays in Wales.
Okay. The weather in Wales is rubbish at the best of times.
No, I've had really nice weather in Wales. But they are saying Monday and Tuesday is raining, and that's when I turn up. So I got a pitch tent in the rain.
Where in Wales are you going?
Close to Tenby. Oh, Tenby is awesome, dude.
So you get there Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, raining, raining, raining. Have fun with that.
It is. I'm not going to share a screen because it reveals my location. It is 260 miles, and I'll be going in a Tesla. So yeah,
Yeah, you'll have to do a supercharge.
I'll have to do a supercharge somewhere. There's a couple along the way, and honestly, with the kids, I'd have to stop them halfway at least.
Yeah, give them a little break, let them stretch their legs,
Yeah.
quick charge, job done, mate.
So we would probably end up stopping somewhere near Bristol or something.
Yes, pretty much a halfway point.
Yeah.
Remember to turn Sentry mode off when you get to your location, yeah?
Why?
Otherwise, it's going to chew your battery.
We got a plug-in campsite, so
Oh, look at you.
I'll be rinsing it. I will probably have to tune down the amperage a bit on the car because the standard plug-in does 10 amps. So, if I'm draining their campsite at 2.3 kilowatt hours the whole time, they might put a complaint in about that. Okay, just gonna share this. Okay, here we go. So, I just want to show how efficient a Tesla is. This was one of my drives, or after one of my drives down into London. Now, bear in mind there's elevation changes that brings my average watt hour per mile down a lot. But yeah, 51 miles takes an hour 25 and an average 193 watt hours per mile. In other words, 5 miles per kilowatt hour. And you can see overall, I've done 3,500 miles in the car and I'm averaging 221. Which is really good. So
Yeah, I can't wait to get mine.
4.5 miles per kilowatt hour is what I'm averaging in a car. And the electricity rates have just gone down, so 0.30 divided by 4.5. Average of 0.06 miles, 0.06 pennies per mile at standard electric rates. If you do what you're going to be getting, 0.08 divided by 4.5, you'll be paying just under 2 pennies per mile.
That's madness.
Just under 2 pennies per mile. And we worked out your car was something like 20.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's not far off that.
you will be saving an absolute ton of money in fuel costs.
Oh, yes, mate.
Way more than me. So there was 3533. As you can see, over the mileage this changes. It stays fairly consistent on average. 221, 221, 3684, 3633, 204. Did I not take a picture of one where it was high?
That 221 don't change.
No, the 221 stays average, and you can see the mileage increase on the trip computer, and
Yeah.
that matches the total odometer. I've not reset the trip computer. Yeah, the 2684. So over a course of 150 miles, it stayed the same. The 221. And sometimes I put my foot down. Sometimes I really give it a go. Like, when you come out on the 406 onto the M1,
Mm-hmm.
you got that slip road that is uphill.
Yes.
You put your foot down there and it freaking, oh my gosh, it just goes. Like last night, there was just a little crappy little car in front of me that just like really slow, like getting up there. You're accelerating up to motorway speed, and he's doing like 30, 40. It's like as soon as the solid line went away, I went past him and back in front of him, and I was hitting 75 when I went past him, and I'm like, okay, slow down now. But it's on an uphill, on the slowest Tesla that they make, and it's just there's so much performance. It's just madness.
They are rapid.
The torque is just it helps so much in those situations. Wow.
It's just the top speed that's slightly disappointing.
No, because how? Okay, if you do that top speed in the UK and you get caught at it, that's jail
No
time.
more, no more license for you. Bye bye.
No, no. If you go past 100, that's jail time. If you do 130, that's a long jail time. So yeah,
it it does happen though.
yeah, let's not admit to anything here.
I didn't say I've done it. I just said it happens.
Yeah,
How many times have you been on a motorway doing 70 miles an hour and a car comes past you and looks like you're looking for parking?
yeah, I know. Yeah, many, many times,
So
especially since I drive at night.
yes,
Lots of people.
most of the time it's a van that comes past you.
No, no, I've been seeing a lot of M4s and high-end M6s and stuff, and like been
Yeah,
seeing
I
a
think
lot of them lately. I don't know what's going on. BMW's got some sort of sale going on.
no, people are just buying them now because they know they've got a couple of years left before they will not be able to buy them anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
So buy them now, have some fun, because in 2, 3 years' time, be surprised if they still sell you an ice vehicle.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to
There's a
show.
fair few people that is of that state of mind that I've been speaking to. That yeah, they'll get one, but not yet. They're going to enjoy this while they can.
Yeah, yeah. I've met a few people like that. I've spoken to a few people like that. That's like they like the noise.
I like the noise too.
We all do, but when you what was it recently? I watched a video. Um, I think it might have been one of Bright of Herbert's video clips where he had the interview with someone, and they said that the guy who's can afford a McLaren, and he's on a racetrack and he's getting overtaken by one of his new electric vehicles, feeling pretty foolish that he wasted all that money on a McLaren,
Yep.
and he's gonna think to himself, maybe it's time to change. If I spent
Yeah.
what's it, £500,000 on a car, and I get beaten by something like a Tesla Model S Plaid or a Lucid Air, yeah. Because it came down to the fact that they were speaking about McLaren, saying that they probably never going to change. They will still keep selling
Nice.
ice. Ah, there wasn't that. It wasn't fully charged. On fully charged, I remember now. And yeah, they're
There,
still going to keep on selling ice. I'm like, good luck selling that.
there will be cars. There will be ice cars. It's never going to go away completely.
Yeah,
It's
this is
just
a
going to get stupidly expensive to own one.
yes, and this is a major misconception that people have is that the 2030, 2035 bans and stuff that's going around. That's just a ban on new sales. You still have 20, 30 years to get rid of all the old vehicles.
I don't know. I can't see a blanket ban.
I
Yes,
think they won't allow you to register it to drive it on the road. They won't allow new vehicle registrations. You would still be able to sell them to collectors, people that do track days and stuff. That's why your
yes,
McLarens and those things are gonna still be able to sell their high performance stuff. But at that point, once we get to past that 20-year transition period, so we're talking 2050, you and me will be old men. Um, once
thank
you
God
get
for
to
that.
that, once you get to that point where 99% of cars are electric, the ones that still run on petrol and diesel are going to be stupidly expensive to run on petrol and diesel.
Oh
You're
yeah, it's
probably
going to be madness. You imagine if they do allow them on the roads by some form of miracle. Can you imagine your road tax and your insurance premiums on that car? It's going to be stupid, mate.
and imagine just the price of fuel.
Hmm.
Because at that point they'll be refining so little it would cost them absolute fortunes to refine it.
Yes.
You're probably paying $100 a liter.
No, the only cars that I can see that will stay ice will be supercars.
Yes, that's the only ones I can see as well.
And if you can afford a supercar, you can afford to pay the premiums for them.
Yeah,
That's just is what it is.
you might have your older sort of kit cars, and like people that drive like the old, like the MX-5. Lots of people drive them only on tracks.
Hmm.
Track day cars. They might still exist and sell and stuff, but in the grand scheme of things, as far as the what's his name, the pollution effect goes, it's gonna be nothing.
No, but that's also a different story once you start talking about track day cars, because track day cars use racing fuel. They don't go fill up at the pumps, bro. That is a special fuel that goes in there
Yeah, it's mostly ethanol, isn't it?
that you already pay a premium for.
Yeah.
I
So
can't
petrol
see that.
diesel might be out the window anyway. Yeah.
No, there'll be an element of it because again, they're not going to get rid of supercars, and there's going to be people with stupid amounts of money that's going to be willing to pay stupid amounts of money to
Yeah.
buy that car, put it on the road, and insure it. It's a big argument, that one. And I've said to lots of people, it's easy to afford a Ferrari. Anybody can buy one. Can you maintain it? That's where the problem comes in.
Yeah, when your average tire alone probably costs more than what some people make in a year.
Exactly. And that's what, again, it's going to come down to exact same thing. There'll be an option to buy these cars,
Yeah.
100%. You won't have a petrol station on each corner like you do now, or
No, you'd
you'll
have
have
to
a.
import the barrels and stuff.
No, I wouldn't even say it's because get to that point. You'll have, it'll be the flip side of what we've got now. At the moment, you've got, I don't know, 20 gas pumps and 6 chargers, where you're going to have 20 chargers and maybe 2 gas pumps. It'll just
Maybe.
flip.
Yeah. I think you'll get to a point where you have a lot less gas stations.
Or gas stations will all turn into charging stations, and they
Yeah.
will and they
And
will
you
literally just keep 1 or 2 pumps, one for
basically
diesel, one for gas. Done.
basically how scattered the superchargers currently, the Tesla superchargers. Some sections you have one every 100 miles. I think that's how fuel stations are going to get.
Yes,
You have one every 100 miles or so on your main routes, and that's it.
that's all you're going to need. You're not going to need more than that.
And the people who can afford to buy these £1,000,000 hypercars, they'll probably just have fuel delivered to them.
More than likely.
They're not going to drive 100 miles to go get fuel. They just have it shipped to them.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, have to be normal fuel because you can't use racing fuel on normal roads.
No. All right, let's wrap this one up. That's been a good chat.
It has.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're going to call this one.
Just chat show. Chat show. We've had a few of them now.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, still getting views, so.
Yeah. And to be honest, I've gotten past the point where I care about it. I'm just enjoying the chats. For me, it's nice to have someone to chat about all these things. Like, most of the people I work with either don't care about it, don't want to care about it, or to, so we say, missing a few things between the ears to actually understand what's going on.
A couple of brain cells missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you say, there's the people who are the petrol heads who will refuse to buy one until they absolutely have to.
Yep.
Basically until the vans come in. There's the people who are just too ignorant that they don't want to. And then there's the ones that's just like not informed enough to realize that financially it's a hell of a lot better. Geez, I didn't realize financially for me it would be that big a deal, even though I paid a higher rate than what most people would be paying.
And I think the majority of people sits in that box without knowing about it.
I think if the majority of people knew about the financial benefit of it, they would pull the trigger today.
Yes. But
But
that doesn't get discussed. The only
unless
thing
they're
you
in your
ever see discussed
situation,
is range anxiety.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Unless they're like in your situation where you got a vehicle that you need to try and get rid of, that you're waiting on to get rid of, and then you can buy the Tesla. But you are ready to pull that trigger. You're just busy in the sell process.
Yeah. Well,
sort of. Not you haven't really started it yet.
No. Well, I have kind of. I'm like 30% there. I just need to do the rest.
Yeah.
get all the photos taken and this, that, and the other. There's a few things that need to happen. The
Yeah.
problem is I still need to install my charger and a couple of other bits and pieces. So I
Yeah.
need to make sure I've got everything ready before I push the button. Otherwise, it's going to be a mad month to get it all sorted.
Yeah. Get all of that done. To be fair, as soon as I ordered the car, I ordered the chargers and all that and installed them because I
Yeah,
didn't get the car for like 3 weeks after I ordered it.
I had a look the other day, about a week ago, and if I ordered it then, I would have received it by the 23rd of August. So it's just over a month. I'm
Okay.
going to have to wait to get it, but
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. Then again, saying that, they said the same thing to the colleague of mine, and I think 2 weeks later, Tesla showed up.
Yeah.
Or they sent him a message going, right, it's shipped, it's on the way. Oh crap! Okay, I need to sell my car quickly.
Yeah. Sell your car quick. I ended up having the van still for another 3 weeks after I got the car. I didn't sell the van first. I got the Tesla first and then sold the van.
Bit different in your situation. You couldn't, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this
Be a
one
little
up.
bit simpler for me. Yes, please. I've got a
Yes,
few things to do, and
I have
you
a few
know,
things to do as well. Lots of emails to respond, and then
I've been doing that since 8 o'clock this morning, mate. So,
some kit to buy for the job.
okay.
So yeah,
No, thank.
play
Well,
some.
actually, saying that, I've also got a few things I need to sort out for that.
All right, dude. Yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. Been a nice chat, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon.